Right, today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I am going to do a candle spell, and the one I'm going to be doing is for money, wealth and abundance. So you need a green candle or a white candle. White represents any colour, so if you don't have a green candle then you can use white. You just set the intention that you will be using it as a green candle. I don't know if you can actually see, but I have inscribed money, wealth and abundance on it, and I've used an orange stick. You can use a cocktail stick or a needle or a pin, something like that. Before you do all of that, just hold the candle in your hand and clear out any energy that it might already have in it. I normally would cleanse my candles for 24 hours in salt before I use them, but I didn't have any pre-done ones, so I have cleansed it with intention. Next you take some oil. You can use olive oil, almond oil. They're kind of the better ones to use because they're a natural oil rather than, I'm not a user of sunflower oil or seed oils. The one I'm actually using is ginger infused almond oil. So the first thing we do when we have inscribed is to set the intention, and the easiest way to do that is by anointing it with oil. So starting from the centre of the candle, work small clockwise circles into the candle from the centre to one end. And as we're doing this, we are just setting the intention that this candle is going to bring wealth, money and abundance into our life. So after we've done one side, again start in the centre and repeat to the other side. And we're just holding that intention of having wealth, money and abundance coming into our life. So that is our candle, which has now been dressed with the appropriate oil. The reason I use ginger oil is ginger is a magical herb that increases the manifestation of things. So if you use anything with ginger in it, it brings it faster. So my candle is now anointed. I have pre-prepared some herbs. Now for any of you, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, cloves. These are all herbs that you probably have in your pantry, and these are all good money herbs. So you can, most of them apart from the cloves will already be in powder form. So you just get, even if you just have cinnamon, cinnamon's a fantastic one for bringing abundance into your life. So I have pre-mixed mine. In mine I have chamomile flowers, clover flowers, both of which I've grown. I have cinnamon, ginger and rosemary. Those are the ones that I've used. Now rosemary is another substitute for any type of herb, so if you don't have anything out other than rosemary growing in your garden, you could use rosemary. And all you need to do is grind it with a pestle and mortar if you have it, or if you don't, pestle and mortar even, I always get that the wrong way around. If you don't, then just chop it up finely. It's more about the intention that you put into it than how big the lumps are. So as you're processing in whatever way you want to do it, just again put that intention into it, that this is going to bring me money, wealth and abundance. Again, you can lay the herbs around the base of the candle, but I like to rub them into my candle. I like to give it a little bit of extra oomph, so I am using a crystal wand, and I'm just again stirring that intention. Magic in any form is about attention, so I am just stirring in a clockwise fashion because I want to put my intention into what I'm preparing. So I am preparing these herbs to bring money, wealth and abundance in all areas of my life. So once I feel that intention has gone into them, I can then start to prepare them. So what I normally do is I lay the candle on a piece of kitchen roll and literally pour the herbs on top. And you probably will have more herbs than the candle will actually take, but that's not a problem. And then just roll the candle into the herbs. I'll show you the result in a minute. I can't get the iPad to go down that way without making it all look really messy. So I will show you the end result because we all know how to roll. Ooh. Lots of the herbs have stuck to it. Oops. It does get a little bit messy, but that's half the fun. Right. One prepared candle. Now I do have a quantity of the preparation of herbs left, which if you wanted to you could store for another candle if you want. Right, I am going to now light my candle. And I already have some candles lit, so I'm going to use one of those. So I have this really cute little candle holder, so I need to produce some melted wax to hold the candle upright. Candle magic is one of the simplest forms of magic, and I absolutely adore working with candles. I love fire in candle form, not setting fire to things, although I do actually like doing bonfires. But I find that candle magic is very good if you want to bring things into your life, because it's that transformational energy. And it's also very good if you want to clear things from your life, because it's the transformation of the old into the new. So if you're letting go of anything, candles are really, really good. Let me just see if that's gonna... No, it's not taking. I need to add a bit more wax. Because obviously I like to leave my candles burn all the way down, so this will take a few hours to burn down. So let's try again. That's taken. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put the excess herbs in around the base of the candlestick. Just use my orange stick to just mush them around the bottom. It just adds a little bit more intention to them. Now if you want to make it even more powerful, you could sit and meditate with your candle whilst it's burning. You can put crystals around it whilst it's burning, or you could just leave it and know that it's doing whatever it wants. Now like I say, green is the colour for money and abundance. If you wanted to do a health candle, then you would use a blue candle or a white candle. Purple is to help enhance your intuition, bring more positivity into your life. Yellow is if you need a bit of a pick-me-up, Also, if you kind of need a little bit of a boost of clarity in your life, yellow's quite a good colour for that. Orange is if you're feeling a bit down in the dumps, it's that lovely happy colour. It's also a good colour for having a bit of luck in your life. If you need a bit of a boost on something, an orange candle is very good. What colours have I left out? If you're feeling really ungrounded, having a lot of spiritual changes and you're have that floaty headed feeling, then brown is very good. So I am going to let my candle burn down, and there's plenty of info on Google about what herbs do what, rather than me running through all of them. And again, if you don't have any herbs except rosemary, you can use rosemary as a substitute for anything. So you could just, if you have a rosemary bush in your garden, you could just pull a few leaves off and just sprinkle them around the bottom of a candle and set your intention when you burn your candle to what you want. You don't have to scratch what you want on the candle. You could write it in marker pen. I tend to like scratching. It doesn't look very neat, but it doesn't really matter because it's burning anyway. So I will say a happy Candle Magic Day, and let's hope that this brings it in very quickly. So I will say goodbye, and I will go and get